Today I'm going to be taking a look at Robocop on the Nintendo. I've been a big Robocop fan for as long as I can remember. The first time I ever saw it was this copy right here when I was about 10 years old or something like that, and I've been hooked ever since. Over the years I've picked up a few Robocop related items. I've got games, upside down games, the video obviously, the DVD trilogy, which has all three of the films obviously, so good, all of them, even the third one, love the jetpack. Comic books, lots of comic books, loads and loads and loads of comic books. But what I'm taking a look at today is this, the first Robocop game on the original Nintendo, which I've played a lot over the years and probably never gotten past the second, maybe third level, probably second. But I've decided I'm going to knuckle down and get through the game, take a look at each level and see how it plays. Is it still worth playing today? So let's take a look. After the successful release of the arcade game, just about every home computer and console got a version of Robocop. The ZX Spectrum version was the most successful, getting rave reviews and becoming one of the best-selling games on the system. The Nintendo version is not so highly regarded, unfortunately, but it's not as bad as some people make it out to be. It features 6 levels of run and gun beat 'em up action. As you progress, the game ramps up in difficulty, with stronger enemies carrying more powerful weapons. Each level ends with a boss fight, and there is 2 bonus levels after level 2 and 4, which give you an extra life if you manage to shoot 30 targets within the allocated time period. These bonus rounds also help break up the gameplay a bit. The levels are varied enough and capture the gritty theme of Robocop well. The main enemies and locations from the film are all represented in the game, and I think graphically they did a good job. Everything looks as it should. Robocop looks and moves right, and the cutscenes in between the levels help narrate the story, although heavily edited to make it a Nintendo friendly version of the story. Sound wise, well, I never want to hear the theme from Robocop ever again. Other than the boss fight tune and short bit of music during the cutscenes, it's all you'll be hearing again and again and again and again and again. The game plays somewhere between a beat 'em up and a run and gun game. You want to try and get through each level as quickly as possible, as you're timed with Robocop's energy bar. You can pick up some battery power-ups for a time boost in every level other than the last. There is also a few health power-ups scattered around, but again none to be found on the last level. There are also additional weapons to be found, the machine gun and the Cobra gun. Level 1 is just a case of killing everyone in your way and getting to the end. Don't shoot the boss, just punch him before he hits you. Timing this right is key. Level 2 is easy enough as well. Dodge the guys shooting flamethrowers and guns from up above. Once you get indoors, pick up the machine gun in the first door, then head up the stairs, going through the first door again to find a secret hole in the wall, skipping you to the mayor, who is being held hostage. Shoot after the mayor has ducked and the enemy has fired. Do that 3 times, then punch the bad guy until he flies off like a salmon escaping a grizzly bear. The hardest part of level 3 is navigating the stairs. Collect as many machine guns as possible here, and don't miss the Cobra gun hidden downstairs. Take out Clarence with your pistol and his henchman with your machine gun, and you'll make short work of this boss battle. Don't miss any power-ups dropped by the Robo Spider Crabs at the beginning of level 4. And if you stand just in the right place, this thing is easy to take out without taking any damage. The flame turret is taken out with a machine gun or a Cobra gun easily. And Ed 209 only shoots at either end of his walk animation, so just fire away until it's time to dodge his attack. I initially struggled on level 5 as there is enemies everywhere and the normal weak bad guys now take several bullets, but beaten easily with one punch still. Load up on Cobra guns here by killing this bad guy, then walking off screen and then back on again to cause him to respawn, as they'll come in really handy for later on. Clarence is easy enough once you've taken out the claw. I wish I knew about that on my first few hundred attempts. Level 6 is a race against time, and the conveyor belt is a huge inconvenience. Sometimes this blue guy doesn't show up if you have a guy chasing you, which helps with saving time. Get through the spider crabs as quickly as possible, take out the flame gun using machine guns only, saving your Cobra ammo for what's to come, and knock out the blue guy, then on to Ed 209 for the second time. Unleash all of your Cobra shots on him and machine guns, and that's it. No way, my first ever no death run through. Pretty happy with that. So, what do we win for completing that hard as nails game? Brand new song to listen to. Hey! The only thing I haven't managed to do is get 30 on the target practice. But I've beat the game a couple of times. Once dying a few times, once without dying at all. Pretty happy with that. Can definitely retire Robocop, I think. It's a pretty short game in all. I managed to complete it in just over 20 minutes. But it is very challenging in a classic Nintendo fashion. It's all about memorising enemy patterns and placements. I found myself wanting to go back for more and more, trying to get further and further each time. It's doable without much time on your hands as well. An hour here and an hour there and you'll have it beaten in no time. And it's pretty cheap to pick up unboxed and worth the money in my eyes. So if you don't have it already, pick it up, and if you've never beaten it, try again and let me know how you get on. I'm currently 20th on the leaderboard at speedrun.com, so see if you can knock me down a peg or two as well. I hope my hints and tips have helped you along your way, and I thank you very much for watching my video. See you next time.